I think the first thing that I always like to share with parents and youth coaches and the student athlete is plan and prepare as though your phone's not going to ring. I think the biggest surprise to parents going in is this idea that the college coach is going to find me. And I think you should flip that philosophy, and starting today, we're going to go find those schools for them. So number one, don't plan on the phone ringing. You go out there and find that match. The second thing is understand that when you are being evaluated in the recruiting process, college coaches, we're evaluating everything. And it's great to sit here as a retired coach because now I can talk about some of the things that you may not read about, but we're evaluating everything because there are so many strong academic students out there. There are so many terrific athletes out there that we now want to find out about your attitude and your character. So remember, the minute your car pulls into that parking lot, I'm evaluating you. I evaluate how you talk to your brother or sister. I evaluate how you speak to your parents. When you're standing in that concession line, I'm listening to see how that conversation goes. So remember, you're being evaluated everywhere. And I say that in the most positive way, that hopefully that inspires you because you're living your life as a champion, which means that you treat others with respect, your teammates and your family. So it wouldn't be something that you have to turn on at the end of the day. So those two are probably two that probably catch parents and athletes by surprise the most. Is the phone's not going to ring, and we're evaluating you everywhere, not just between the white lines.
To go off of that, you're evaluating them everywhere. How do college coaches use the social media to learn about players?
It's huge. It's huge. And it can be a wonderful positive to be able to be following somebody in their tweets, following their Facebook, and knowing that they're serving their family, that they're supporting the local community. It's outstanding. And those are the stories that I like to share with people. The honest truth is that's not what's happening on Facebook. We're opening up our lives to the colleges. And remember, I said, by nature, we're evaluators, we're assessors, we're judgers. And although you may be having fun, and you may have a wild social life, when it comes to college, they're looking for individuals that have their priorities straight. They're looking for individuals that respect one another. So be really mindful of your own personal brand as a young high school athlete. What goes on that Facebook stays on there and can be captured at any point. And always remember, I always, thought an effective way to think about it is anything and everything that you do every day, would you want the whole world to see that? And if you say, no, I really wouldn't want everybody to see me when I was saying those stupid things on my Facebook video, think about that before you put something up there, because that's your brand. And like I said, college coaches are judging you everywhere. So you may be from Chicago, Illinois, and doing it all right and have the same skill level as the kid in another state that's doing it all wrong. You may have the same skill level, and we're going to literally pick that kid that's doing it all right. And that includes evaluating you on your tweets, how you speak, how you see the world, and on your Facebook.
And so you can eliminate a player based on some of the things they might put on Facebook or
Well, yeah, and
Twitter.
I think what's important to understand is there's so much talent now that I know even at the end of my career, we were making decisions based on their integrity and their character and how the family unit respected one another. And that doesn't mean necessarily that the mom and dad have to be together. We now have lots of dual families. We've got double families. But it's about how they treat each other, how they respect one another, how they have their priorities in mind. Those are the families that we would want to attach to as a college, because there are so many demands, there's so many challenges when you do get to college. College is the most fun in your whole life, right, if you're prepared for it. It also can be very challenging if you're not. And we learn an awful lot in all of these other areas besides just watching you try to hit that curveball. And to the student athlete, what I love about sport is it's going to teach you about failure. Be great at overcoming failure, and you can take on anything. You can take on school, you can take on social situations, and when you graduate, you're ready because you've dealt with failure throughout your whole life. And companies want student athletes that have had that discipline, that have had that work ethic, and literally become a sustainable champion, which simply means I did my best each and every day. And sport exposes you very quickly. It shows you on good days and bad days, how are you going to react to that situation. And at the end, you do well in school, you take care of the ball, you make good decisions on Friday night through Sunday night and the rest of the week. Companies are going to want you. Yeah. So it's a total picture.
Yeah, because employers love to hire athletes.
Right? Absolutely. But it's important for people to understand why. The reason employers like athletes is they understand how to be self-motivated. They understand how to overcome obstacles. They know how to be a good teammate. Even if you're an individual sport, you have to learn to be a good teammate in college. Those are all great skills to have as a new graduated student athlete out of college.